Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. For this man, a season like very few quarterbacks have ever had before him. The yardage he's totaled through the air is astounding. Let's see how many more he can add to his total in this one. It's the Patriots going up against the Broncos. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree. Our They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back to throw again. Screenplay, Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches.
So the Broncos coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw. That's caught at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their big tight end, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the
Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
He's going to wind up and air it out, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side here to Sanders. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. In the backfield is Anderson. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Seth Roberts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because
the Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the
simple,
guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turn. And Denver getting set to take the field. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score with the defense doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. In the backfield is Anderson. Back to throw now on first down. Finding time. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there on third down for the Broncos. 45 yards. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
His throw caught right around the 6. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their big tight end with his... Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll set up a throw. It's caught by Roberts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it go again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Marlon Brown, the intended. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got Hireman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. zone now. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. A gain of 6 there on first. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest. When he's playing like this, it creates a lot of matchup nightmares.
And it really does, because it creates a ton of headaches. You try to design so many coverage for a guy like this, but truthfully, he should have an answer to anything that's thrown at him. If you throw a linebacker at him, he should have speed and agility on his side. If you throw a defensive back against him, he should have size on his side. So no matter what you throw at him, he should have the final answer. And in his last 2 games, oh boy, has he ever.
And that'll be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now... Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They'll drop the throw. Looking deep for Demarius. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Demarius. Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Screen play, Anderson. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're... And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.